The legend of Kevin is quickly sweeping the entirety of the NFT community, but who exactly is Kevin? What are his origins, and why is he becoming a symbol for the NFT community? To better understand Kevin, we must first take a look at the project known as Pixelmon and also the creator behind it. Pixelmon was touted as a revolutionary GameFi project bringing the world and nostalgia of Pokemon to the metaverse. For a mint price of 3 Ether, people could mint a Pixelmon and await the release of this highly anticipated game and world. There was but one problem, and it wasn't the fact that people overlooked the credibility of its creator and his past ventures. Actually, maybe that was the problem. But no, the main problem people had initially was the fact that the art was terrible. Being hailed as the worst art in the NFT space, some saying we're heading backwards. Now, comparative to its mint price, Pixelmon quickly fell from their 3 Ether mint price to a disappointing 0.4. For all of you not wanting to run calculations in your head, that means anyone who paid approximately $8,500 for their Pixelmon mint is actually holding a bag that is now worth only $1,200. This, of course, was noticed by all of the NFT community and quickly became a social media meme unlike anything the NFT world has ever seen. The icon of this meme movement was this little guy. This is Kevin. Kevin has quickly become the face of this craze, and from this gentle creature we've spawned a multitude of fast-rising NFT derivative projects. But to understand how this became the face of NFT culture, or meme culture that is, we must look at how we got to where we are today, how Pixelmon became the poster child for a massively defunct reveal. Pixelmon was founded by this guy, Martin Van Berk. Now, finding out more about Martin was no easy task, but here it goes. Martin Van Berk is a 21-year-old entrepreneur from New Zealand, and Pixelmon is not his first venture. Martin has attempted to launch multiple projects, with 2 of those coming quite close to going mainstream. He made an attempt at a card game known as Psycho Chickens, what I believe may have originally been called Neon Chickens, as a now deleted LinkedIn profile points him to that project name. Psycho Chickens went to crowdfunding with the statement that the funds raised would be used to create and deliver his new game, a very important point looking forward, and you'll see why, so just stick around. However, from that we can tell this project never ended up going anywhere. Regardless of having over 70,000 New Zealand dollars contributed, the updates and comments seem to have been wiped off the face of the earth. This makes sense, as how previous comments were stating they never received the project they paid money to fund. Regardless, Martin didn't let this failure deter him. He would then attempt to launch a second trading card game, or TCG, known as Slap the Deck. This too would fail to gain the traction he anticipated, or even acquire 1/100th of the crowdfunding Psycho Chickens managed to raise. I wonder why. Now we get to Pixelmon, a project that raised $70 million in a moment's notice during its mint, keeping in mind that only a handful of these mints actually equate to the most money any one of Martin's projects had ever raised in the past. He was a millionaire overnight, and actually a millionaire in minutes. According to the team, less than 5% of this profit actually went to them, but that isn't the only distaste the Pixelmon team, or unexpected team rather, was left with. Much of the art behind the project has been deemed not only a reskin of models from the Mesh Stint studio that were converted to voxel assets, but also on top of that, Blerk had hired artists from Upwork and other freelancing services without actually informing them the art they were creating would be used in his new NFT project. An artist known as Malber's Animations was commissioned and commented on this to create different variations of 3D dragons for use in this collection, later admitting they only finished their work a day before Pixelmon was revealed. Now, this artist also said out of the $70 million that were raised, he was only paid around 6,000 USD. Not very good for a project doing $70 million in a few minutes. stating that the funds he raised through the Pixelmon mint would be used to create the in-game assets, something that sounds eerily familiar to his previous card game project promises. He responded to these claims stating that the artist's models, or rather, they are not the models we intend to use in the actual game, stating that, again, these funds he raised would fund the actual in-game assets. Now, his reputation makes these claims a bit far-fetched, but it gets worse. With a newfound wealth of over 400 Ether, Martin initiated a mass spending spree on blue-chip stocks. His wallet was seen purchasing NFTs from the likes of Bored Ape Yacht Club, Invisible Friends, Clone X, Azuki, and more. When questioned on why he was not paying the team a fair amount and actually going on this spending spree, he simply said he was buying the dip. Now, like I stated earlier, this has spawned many derivative projects, from the Bored Ape Kevin Club, Kevin Wunks, Kevin Punks, Kevin Funks, Lives of Kevin, and many more. This could actually lead to the initial project going up in floor price due to the meme value. A lot of people are saying, well, what exactly is a meme value? Well, that is when you have a lot of people hopping on the same hype trend without really knowing why. The fact is, that little guy Kevin is now a part of meme culture, and he is ingrained in the NFT meme culture as well. Just take a quick look at Twitter. So this could very well cause the people who lost money on Pixelmon to actually go into the green, if not break even, whereas in all of these derivative projects are going sky high, with Kevin Punks hitting a 1 ETH floor earlier today. I really wish I hadn't sold my 3 at 0.08, but that's a different story. You can see that now the derivative project floor prices are twice what the actual Pixelmon floor price is. So will Pixelmon recover due to it spawning this amazing meme culture that we're seeing in the NFT space? I am not entirely sure, but anything is possible, and if the NFT community has taught me anything, it is to expect the unexpected. Who knew that a Kevin Punk derivative collection, a derivative of CryptoPunks and our boy Kevin, could go to a $3,000 floor after starting as what was a free mint? Goodness. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. As always, stay profitable, do not let the FOMO bite you in the ass, and keep hustling.